Antibiotics either directly kill bacteria or slow their growth, leaving the immune system to finish the job. The drugs work in several ways by preventing bacteria from building sturdy walls or making copies of their DNA, for instance. Growth-slowing antibiotics usually disrupt ribosomes, the factories in which bacterial cells make proteins.
Unicorns roam free in fantasy novels and children's stories, not so much in the real world, much less the cold, analytical ones of math and philosophy. But it turns out that these logical disciplines are only one misstep away from proving the existence of the long-adored mythic creatures or proving any absurdity.
Researchers have created the largest atlas of human brain cells so far, revealing more than 3,000 cell types, many of which are new to science. The work, published in a package of 21 papers today in Science, Science Advances, and Science Translational Medicine, will aid the study of diseases, cognition, and what makes us human, among other things, say the authors.
Scientists have found no evidence that natural forces have contributed to our planet's current global warming problem, but a middle school student reading a crisp new book from the nation's top science textbook publisher might think otherwise. Due to both human and natural activities, the child would read, the amount of carbon dioxide in the air has increased.
Every online interaction relies on a scaffolding of information stored in remote servers, and those machines, stacked together in data centers worldwide, require a lot of energy. Around the globe, data centers currently account for about 1 to 1.5% of global electricity use, according to the International Energy Agency. And the world's still exploding boom in artificial intelligence could drive that number up a lot, and fast.
Many ancient people associated the auroras with fire, which is understandable. The sky can glow with ripples of yellow and red, as if it is itself a flame, or perhaps instead reflecting some distant over the horizon conflagration on the ground. But the lights come in many other colors, too. Green is the most common, and purple and pink can make appearances, too. Sometimes auroras can even glow an electric blue.
People seeking a kidney transplant often have to wait years for a donor organ to become available, and many die before ever receiving one. Xenotransplantation, in which organs from one species are transplanted into another, could alleviate the organ shortage. But bridging millions of years of evolutionary divergence between the two species is a tall order, so for decades, organ xenotransplantation was largely impractical.
Extreme heat is a major public health threat, especially when it is unseasonable and where people are less acclimated to higher temperatures. Among the most vulnerable populations are the very young, the elderly, those with existing health conditions such as heart disease, and those without access to air conditioning. People who work outdoors are also particularly susceptible to heat illness and heat stroke. Fossilized human footprints found in New Mexico's White Sands National Park were almost certainly made more than 20,000 years ago, during the height of the last ice age, according to new research. The study, published on Thursday in Science, overthrows decades of thinking about when humans arrived in North America.
As terrible as whatever visions that are running through their head might be, waking someone from a nightmare is more likely to ensure that they will remember the bad dream. And if someone appears physically distressed in their sleep like this, it's more likely that they are having a night terror than a nightmare. Night terrors are different neurological experiences.
For decades, astronomers have endeavored to forecast with confidence the fate of planetary systems, including our own, throughout the cosmos. And these experts' predictions have one central principle. To confidently guess what will eventually befall a planet, you have to know the size of its star.
In 2022, Europe saw more cases of locally acquired dengue than in the whole of the previous decade. The rise marks both a public health threat and a corresponding market opportunity for dengue vaccines and treatments, news that should spur the pharmaceutical industry to boost investment into the neglected disease.
There are alien minds among us. Not the little green men of science fiction, but the alien minds that power the facial recognition in your smartphone, determine your creditworthiness and write poetry and computer code. These alien minds are artificial intelligence systems, the ghost and the machine that you encounter daily. High-speed internet access has become crucial in a world where school, business, personal life and emergency communications increasingly take place through a handheld device. But surprisingly large swaths of the US still lack a speedy enough broadband or cellular connection. One potential solution could be a sixth-generation cellular network, which experts say will add a space-based system to ground-based coverage options.
It's logical for humans to feel anxious about artificial intelligence. After all, the news is constantly reeling off job after job at which the technology seems to outperform us. But humans aren't yet headed for an all-out replacement. And if you do suffer from so-called AL anxiety, there are ways to alleviate your fears and even reframe them into a motivating force for good.